Assalamu alaikum, namaste, hotep, shalom alaikum, peace. It's very early in the morning. I'm writing in my gratitude journal, and I wanted to share with you one of the things that came to me to write. I am grateful to know that I don't have to wear my feelings on my sleeve. I can be a private person, and that doesn't equate to me being phony. All growing up, my father would say, "You wear your feelings on your sleeve." My friends would say, "You share everything with everybody." It's the same thing, wearing my feelings on my sleeve. And I never, ever hid anything I was feeling. If you ask me, I tell you. Even if you didn't ask me, I tell you. Yesterday, my husband and I were in the store, and I had a jumpsuit on that zipped up the back. And I had to urinate. And I went to the bathroom, and when I came back, I couldn't zip it all the way up. So he's in the line getting his smoothie. And I just walked right up to him and said, "Zip me up." I couldn't zip it all the way up. And he just kind of smiled, and he said, "Tracy, there were people in the line. I didn't even see them, to be honest with you." He said, "And you just walk right up." He said, "They're going to think she was in the bathroom taking a shit. And now she want him to zip it up." So I said, "Why would they think that? Just because I went to the bathroom. I have on a jumpsuit, regardless of whether I have to pee or take a shit. I have to zip myself up." And he said, "Yeah, but you could have just done it more discreetly." And, then he recognized that he just married a woman that just kind of wears her feelings on her sleeves. But I know it comes from, I'm a Gemini. And it frustrates me that people think Geminis are phony or two-faced, because I'm not that. And it's another aspect of people pleasing. When I decide, nope, I'm just going to show everybody who I am, because Geminis are not phony and two-faced. When in reality, it doesn't matter what astrological sign you are. If you are a shitty person, you're two-faced and phony, regardless. I think they attributed it more to Geminis because we have a dual side, but that dual side isn't always dual good and bad. It's not always Jekyll and Hyde. Sometimes it's just, we can go to extremes, and extremes don't always mean you're this angel or you're the devil. Sometimes extreme means you can one day want something so bad and next day go, "I don't want that, I want this." And that's what it means for me and many Geminis. When I thought about, though, that that's still an aspect of me people pleasing, it's layers. So I'm recognizing now that as I go through this journey called life, there's layers to peel to get to where I want to be, which is in the state of complete peace. And in order to get to that state of complete peace, I cannot want to please anybody but the God in me. I've decided that there is no God outside of me doing anything, that God resides in me, as me, for me. And that connection I have to the entire universal God is me coming, the soul piece of me, Tracy, is connected to that big piece. That's the way I see it. It may not make sense to anybody else, but it makes sense to me. I'm not saying that religion isn't important, because if you are lost and somebody throws you a life raft, and the life raft is Christianity or Islam or Judaism, you're going to take it. And when you continue on the path, you may decide to stay in that religion, and you may decide to move on. I went yesterday to the 110th anniversary of my grandmother's church. My aunt is the last of the children that still go to that church. A lot of them branched off to go to different churches. And what I think is so special about that is my aunt is holding that legacy. And just as I thought how special it was, I thought, and when she transitions, that's it. Unless somebody goes back to the church. Well, I know who it won't be. I'm not going back to a church. But it was nice. It was nice to see pictures of people that I remember. It was nice to know the full history of how the church came. You never know that you're building a legacy. The two women that just wanted Sunday school for the neighborhood children, and they started a church, a whole ass church that has been 110 years. And it's no lightweight church. They bought the church. So they literally owned it long time ago, back when Reverend Rhodes was the pastor. I was a little girl when they burned the mortgage to the church, which makes them independent and able to teach the gospel in the way they see fit. My grandmother went to that church up until her transition. And it was just really nice to be there. And it wasn't in the church, it was at a community center. But it was really, I don't know why they didn't have it, because the church does have a beautiful basement. I don't know, I guess they just wanted to be out somewhere fancy with a stay. I don't know why they didn't. But what I know is it's really nice, and I have a really good family, and I'm grateful. Back to writing in my gratitude journal. I try to write every single morning 7 things that I am grateful for and the why. And when you're grateful, that's great. But why are you grateful for that? Because I believe that why is what really motivates us to do anything. It's that the actual, what's the word? Why? Not the motivate. Yeah, why? What motivated you to do something? So the why. Because if you don't have a strong why, you're probably gonna not do it. It felt good to be able to wear a jumpsuit that I bought some time ago. I was gonna wear something I made, but I couldn't find anything that I wanted to wear. So I wore a jumpsuit that I bought some time ago. That's a size 10, and it felt good to really have it fit me really nicely. I'm not done. I got to get all the way back to a size 6 because that looks best on me. So anyway, thank you for your time, your Sunday. It's daylight savings time, so we fell backwards. We have an extra hour in our day. It's going to get darker earlier, but we still have 24 hours. Thank you. I love you. Assalamu alaikum. Namaste, Hotep. Shalom alaikum. Peace out to Brooklyn and everywhere else.